All right. UFC Fight Night Adesanya versus Imavov just ended. Well, not just ended. It ended about 13 hours ago, a little bit over than that. And I wanted to talk about my post-fight reaction to the card because it was a decent card, you know. Unfortunately, didn't deliver as much as we thought, and because I had people over at a very late hour the other night, I missed like half the card, unfortunately, which sucks. But let's get down with the fights that just started from end to finish. First fight, Handy Abwalwaf versus Jamal Pavlovich. I know I butchered that guy's name. Give me a break. So this fight was actually a robbery. A lot of people were saying it was a robbery and he lost that fight. And people were saying, hometown bias, hometown bias. And he didn't win that fight. Unfortunately, like I said, I missed half the card, so I can't really tell you anything. Bogdan Grad won against Lucas Alexander with a KO in round 2. That's good. Jasmine Dikavikis was just won against Mariano Breno Silva. I know I'm not good with names. Terrence McKinney won against Demir Hazev. I actually predicted that Terrence McKinney would win that fight. Oh, here's the best one. Shamil Ghazi versus Thomas Peterson. Shamil first round KO. Dude, people make so many memes about this guy that now I'm forced to be interested in this guy's career. Like, I can't help but be interested in Shamil Ghazi. Like, I'm always going to be looking out for his next fight when this guy fights. Like, he's just so fucking funny. I don't even understand why he became a meme, because, like, supposedly he gassed out against the fight against Jairzinho Rosenstrike. Like, and, like, I don't know when that was, like, a year ago, but it's just fucking hilarious to me. Like, I love Shamil Ghazi. The dude's hilarious. I'm always going to be following his career from now on. Next fight, Muhammad Imavov versus Kenan Olfi. Navav won by decision, main card. Unfortunately, I even missed 2 fights on the damn main card. If I have to tell you guys something, you should wake up earlier than usual for your fight card. Because me, I was struggling to wake up, unfortunately. Anyways, for Azam, won against Mike Davis, Said Nurmagomedov, Vinicius Oliveira. Oliveira actually won that fight, even though I picked Said. That was the fight I actually wanted to see one of the most, and unfortunately I missed it. I just missed it. Like, as soon as I put the fight on, I just missed it, unfortunately. Next fight was Sergey Pavlovich. This fight sucked. Pavlovich has, like, no ore left, you know? Like, I think of Pavlovich, I think he's just done. Like, yeah, he won the fight. Good for him, you know? I like Pavlovich, but I just don't think that Pavlovich is that impressive anymore. He's not that type of guy that we'd see knocking people out in the first round, second round. I think he's kind of, like, timid. He's kind of, like, gun-shy ever since the 2 losses. You know, the first one to Aspinall and the second one to Volkov. I just think Pavlovich, you know, he's still good. He's not a bad fighter. But I wonder how far his ceiling is as a fighter. I feel like his skill set is kind of limited. Even though he's got this crazy knockout power. And, you know, personally, I think Aspinall might actually hit harder at this point. Because I saw him land a couple shots on Jairzinho. And maybe it's because Pavlovich has, like, weird striking. Or he's just so gun-shy, but I remember that Aspinall, like, just when he hits people, he puts them out, like, on the ground. And I don't really get that same thing with Pavlovich. Pavlovich doesn't put people out, and it's disappointing. He used to, but now he doesn't. I don't know what Pavlovich is going to do. Like, I hope he continues to be in the win column, because I do enjoy watching Pavlovich. I think he's great. You know, he's a great striker, and I thought he was actually going to be champ material. And then we had Aspinall pull up and... knocked him out in, like, what was it, 2 weeks notice, 3 weeks notice, something like that. It's really crazy, but good to see Pavlovich in the win column. What a fight by decision. Next fight, Shara Bullet Magomedov versus Michael Paige. Paige won by decision. This was good to watch, even though I picked Shara to win because I just thought Paige might be a little bit too old and undersized for a middleweight. Man, he styled all over on Shara Bullet. Man, that fight was not close at all. I mean, some people are saying, like, oh, this dude got fried chick. He got fried chick. Like, I don't think he was ever that good. Like, Shara Bullet. Like, I enjoyed watching his striking, but I don't think he was ever going to be champ material or top 5 material. Maybe if a little bit over time, he could be top 10. One thing you have to remember that he's essentially almost blind completely in one eye. And I know Bisping was champ with one eye, but it's just really hard to fight with one eye. And this guy has, like, no grappling. Despite being one of those, like, Dagestani or Chechen people, he's got, like, 0 grappling. Like, he's got some of it, of course, but he doesn't really have impressive grappling. And, you know, we just saw Michael Page styling him for rounds, you know. Page has, like, Paige is such a weird fighter, man. Like, his striking is so unique. You know, this guy made Ian Gary wrestle, and he's a good striker, but the problem is, like, he doesn't really have that much pop in his hands. I don't know what Paige wants to do. You know, Paige said he wants to move back down to welterweight, and I think Paige is never going to fight for the title, nor is he even going to be top 5. But it would be nice to just keep throwing Michael Paige at, like, these fun contenders. Like, you know, imagine him fighting a Wonder Boy, or imagine him just, like, having fun with another striker like a Leon Letwards or a Jack Della Maddalena. I'm sure there's people in the welterweight division that he can, like, have fun matches with, because I don't think this guy is going to be champ anytime soon or even fight for a title or be a top 5. So let's just have fun with his career, because I think he's 38, 39. He's pretty old. So let's just ride it out for a couple more years, in my opinion, and put him against fun fighters. All right, main event is Adesanya versus Imavov. Now, I unfortunately got my prediction wrong, but not really, because I'm an Izzy hater. I'm an Izzy hater, like, start to finish. And Imavov, man, I was surprised, man. Knocked him out in the second round with a clean overhand right. You know, and then, like, when Izzy was up against the cage trying to get his, like, bearings again, like, Imavov landed a left uppercut, like, down the middle. Or not down the middle, down to the left. And he just wailed on them, man. Like, I thought Adesanya was doing good in the first round, you know? I think I actually gave him the first round. I'm not too sure. My mind is a bit hazy. Today has been such a weird day for me. My mind is a bit hazy, but I think I gave Adesanya the first round. And Imavov was looking good, you know? Imavov was also friendly a takedown, which that might be the reason why Adesanya wasn't fighting as well as he could. Like, he was fighting really good, but when someone establishes the threat of a takedown, your striking automatically gets worse. It's not because your striking is just bad now. It's just because you have to worry about the takedown threat, which is really bad. And especially someone with Adesanya, you know, he's getting older. He's not as slick and this and that. It's going to be an issue. But I didn't expect Imavov to win by knockout. I really didn't. That was surprising, you know. I think, but I do have to wonder, how much is it of Imavov leveling up his career, and how much of it is he just falling off? I know he's not in his prime anymore. He's 35, and I know there's welterweights, or not welterweights, middleweights, and even light heavyweights that fight, like, later at that age. But he also has a shit ton of miles in his career, and he entered the UFC relatively early. His sports career as a whole, not just MMA career. Yeah, I just think he's washed, you know? I don't know what fight I would give him against now. I mean, congrats to Imavov for winning that fight. That overhand right was incredible, you know? It stunned me. Like, I remember when I saw that live, like, it opened my eyes wide, even though I was tired as hell when I was watching the fight. And I think, I don't know what you do with Adesanya at this point. Like, I'm happy that Imavov got the win, because, you know, not a big fan of Adesanya, but it's also a bit of a bummer to see him lose, because you've just been watching this guy for years. I've been watching this guy since, like, damn, when did he join the UFC? 2018? 2018, I think, or 2019? I think 2018. Like, I've been watching this guy for a while, and it's kind of a bummer, even if you're not a fan of a certain person, to just see them lose after being on top for so long. You know, I think Adesanya might call it quits, or maybe just have one more fight, and that's it. As for Imavov, I think Imavov is probably going to fight the loser of Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland. I personally think Strickland is going to lose that fight, that rematch, and I think that they're going to do a rematch with Strickland and Imavov, because I think they did fight the first time, and Strickland actually beat him pretty badly. So let's see what a rematch is like. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I know I don't really sound that enthusiastic, and I'm not really talking that good, because, like, today was just, like, such a tiring day for me. Like, awful from start to finish. I'll do some more videos very soon in the next couple of days, and thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it when you guys watch my videos. I just recently got a comment that said, you're a loser and your MMA channel is a failure, and I was like, okay, bro, thank you for watching. I do this for fun, guys. I don't really do it expecting anything else. Even if only 10 people or 20 people watch my videos, I appreciate it, and it means a lot. Thank you. See you guys soon.